Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to get some more information before I reported on this, so that's why you hadn't heard me talking about Mr. Smokey. Yes, y'all. Smokey Robinson is being charged of actual assault, not Smokey alone, not Smokey. Why you doing Smokey? Smokey, you just couldn't wait. Now you know I told y'all. Word on the street, Smokey was a horn dog, okay? I'm just gonna keep him 110, which how many times he been married? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times. He's being charged with actual battery, actual assault, negligence. And he out here allegedly raping the hell. Now, Smokey, I'm just gonna talk to you one time. Oh, you got your foot in the ground. Oh, just 1 foot in the ground. 1 foot outside the grave. None of us are gonna live forever. Let's not get it twisted. But this man is about to be 86 years old. What them fans at? And he turning women around and getting it from behind. Allegedly. Smokey, talk to me, Smokey. If you can hear me out there. What the hell? What is you doing? Baby, what you should be doing right now is doing like Sophia and the Golden Girls. Enjoying your young-tailed wife. You already got a young-tailed wife. Enjoying her, relaxing, all cooling, all chilling outside by the pool. I don't want to hear this from my old legends. Even though it was you, sir, and your small ass, damn near close together, who came out and said that you used to fuck Diana Ross, which it was no surprise to me because, I read Dreamgirls. That's where my disdain for Diana Ross started as a young 19-year-old. Reading Dreamgirls way too young to be reading it, but yet it's still learning everything I needed to know about you Motown hoes, okay? And don't get it twisted. Now, see, what I thought is that Smokey was Barry Gordon's, he's like his little side man. He hooked him up with the hoes when they was on the road, and even though Barry tried to present as if he was upper echelon or dapper down, if you will. And then get down with the get down, but he did. Dirty, and crooked as a $2 bill, just like all the rest of these record executives. Allegedly. But I heard a word on the street that he was a hustler. But don't tell nobody I said it. Okay? And Smokey was his right hand man. Now Smokey over there, 97.6 years old. Whoa, he got 1 foot in the ground. And I hear throwing his fan and hitting it from the back. I done heard it all. Now, you know what? As a woman, I take every charge seriously. They said he was over there throwing that ass in a circle. Why is this? Stop it. Throwing that ass in a circle in Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and with the maids. Now, I don't know about y'all. Now, this is me. Now, this time I can say this. I honestly think I could fight Smokey. Now I do know some karate moves, so I probably could do that move that Deacon did on Carter on Bold and the Beautiful the other day. You know that little kick to the ankle or the mid of the leg. Now you know I have my issues as a 50-year-old woman, but I think I could take Smokey. It would take time for him to get around behind me to hit it from the back. By the time he get around me, I'm gone. Smokey, where you going? Where you going? Shh, like Irona the robot. Where you going? Richard to Irona. Richard to Irona, you know, stay behind me and I'm gone. Out the door. You tell me, what about this 86 something odd year old man can get you down and take you down? Now, don't get it twisted. When I first heard this, as the old people in Mississippi South, when I first heard this, I just knew that this was about Smokey in his younger years. You know, like everything that's coming out about P. Diddy. Because, you know, P. Diddy is in his 50s, close to 60. And he's looking like the abominable snowman on top of his head. And that's why because he can't siphon all that youth. But Smokey feet, yes, I said feet, is a suffering. Like Rallo from down there on 227. I guess Smokey said, no, cruise with me, baby. Baby, let's cruise away from here. Cause you are my girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl. You a sugar pie, honey bunch. You know what I mean to you. And he said he about to do what? Yes, I'm going down to Motown. Get ready, cause here he come. Now that's Jackson State song. Okay. He about to get ready. Get ready, cause here he comes. Never met a man that can make you feel the way that I do. You're alright. Never met a man that make you feel the way that we do. We're out of sight. 3, 5, 4, 5. Look out, housekeeper, cause here right. By the time you get everything set up, again, I feel like you could be gone, but don't get it twisted. I have to take these women at their word because I'm always team woman, but baby, just kick him in the shin or something. Well, unless y'all were his age, but y'all getting turned over and bent over from the bike by like were you in your 70s and 80s too? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. False imprisonment, y'all. False imprisonment. What the hell? He must have had security guards around him. That's the only thing I can think of. Somebody throw me something. Throw me a bone in the comments. Talk to me. Tell me, what was Smokey doing in order to subdue these women? I want to know. Was he putting a little, shout out to Cosby, was he putting a little Spanish fly in their drinks? Intentional infliction of emotional distress. Y'all, when I tell you I'm beyond disappointed. And this is me, I've been joking, but, let me get serious here. If this happened, I know I'm not the only one that has to be saying, why? How? When? Well, we know when, in 2023. He was still, as my grandma would say, he was yet in his 80s. What in the hell is going on? Smokey? Well, hell, I guess they don't call you Smoking for nothing because they say you were smooth to silk. That's why they called you Smoking. But yeah, Dream Girls. And once I read Dream Girls, my mama back in the day, in the Gap, when they used to advertise those 1950s, 60s, 70s albums on the TV. My mama used to buy those, y'all. And so she went around there and bought the Motown sound. The cassette. $12.99. I remember thinking, damn, that's a lot for a cassette. Because I used to wonder why cassettes cost more than the album. Yes, that's what it was back in the day. Maybe $12.99 now couldn't buy you a piece of toast or some eggs if you really wanted the truth. But baby, I thought that was the most expensive. So I take that little tape, put it in my own little cassette player, and baby, I will hold on to it like it was butter. It's probably still around here somewhere because, like I said, I inherited my parents' home. And I used to, then again, I might have not took my pencil too because you know what we had to do to wrap the little tape back in there. You had to take you a pencil and stick it in the hole and roll it back in. Now the ribbon may be pulled up out of it. But I bet you it's around here somewhere. I just have to find the apparatus to play it on, if you know what I mean. But I learned a lot about Motown just by having that little cassette tape. And baby, when I tell you I used to wear it out, I'm your puppet. Play me a string and I will sing you a song. I'm your puppet. Now, mind you, by then I had already read Dream Girl, so I used to fast forward right on through the Supreme stuff. It's like a heat wave rolling through my heart. I can't keep from crying. It's tearing me up. Oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, Stop in the Name of Love was on there. Stop in the name of love. And I right on back. But get ready. I'm your puppet. My girl. Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Baby. On replay. And my understanding is that Smokey had a hand in writing all these hits. Now he down there around about 82.7 years old out here trying to take it from the bank. And this I am not bullshitting with you about. It is a legit acclaim out here saying Smokey is still trying to get his groove on. Now stay tuned to my channel. This time when you come in, I'm probably going to try to make less jokes about this because this is a very serious matter. Shout out to the AKAs. Don't get it twisted. I'm going to give them their credit because because everything is very serious matter. Yes. So listen, this is a very serious matter. But all I have to say is, even with my knowing what men are capable of, I just don't. Okay, I'm honest. Okay, if I'm being honest, I have to say I just don't see it, y'all. Unless he was like this, an emotional manipulation, I guess. He telling me, I'm going, if you don't turn around, let me get it from the back. I might hold your paycheck. So that is emotional distress and affliction. So I'm just going to look at it that way. I'm going to try to stop having these visuals. Because, I done seen Smokey partially naked. I done seen him down to his white, tighty whities. Okay? And I seen that bird chest. And that chest was bird when he was a young man. And his thighs was real small. Okay? And he's so light, he almost see through. But you remember now, Smokey did say he is not an African American. Okay? But you could see how, he would, he would pass the paper bag test. So a lot of them don't, like to acknowledge their African DNA, but it's in there somewhere. Your eyes are green. Shout out to the green eye bandits, but you are still, in their eyes, a nigger. Okay? And as I do when I close, I chunk them up. But before I close completely, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Now, all this information was brought to me by People Magazine, and I'm going to give them their credit. And for its rocks. Now, all the other commentary and the glowing presentation is all DVD. But I'm giving For It's Rocks her props as well. She got her information allegedly from Jay Lee. But now remember, everything is alleged and in our opinions anyway. Again, like, comment, subscribe to my channel as I do when I close. I'm going to chunk them up. And remember, fair use is in play. Deuces.